guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my April beauty favorites video, try on tutorial style, which means that I'm going to be doing a tutorial using all my favorite products of the month. So if you want to continue watching and see what made it to the April favorites, then please go ahead and do so. Okay, so I'm looking super casual today, and it's just because I didn't feel like doing my hair. I just wanted to like stay chill, put it up. It doesn't look the best. I know that there's like flyaways everywhere. It's just a hot mess, but hey, shit happens. We have those days. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with moisturizer. My skin is honest, well, my cheeks are like pretty dry right now. So that being said, I'm gonna be using the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which I mentioned in my recommendations for the Sephora sale. This is a favorite of mine right now. And it just does a really good job of really hydrating those areas that are super duper dry. And I just have to say that I already went ahead and went in with my Ultra Repair Cream, like probably like about 2 hours ago, and my cheeks, like my rosacea, if you have rosacea, you know, it feels like sandpaper sometimes. So that's what they feel like right now. So I just need to really hydrate and make it feel better. And I mainly just keep the dewy skin cream on the areas where it is dry, because in other areas I don't need. Once we have that in place, I'm gonna go ahead and take another favorite of mine. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. It gives you like a nice, beautiful shimmer. And we're just gonna spray this all over. It also kind of has like a citrus smell. I think that went right in my nose. But the whole theme of today's video is a more natural makeup. You guys are gonna see the process and like kind of like see what I'm talking about. But this month I was really into a more natural look because I had a lot of flare-ups, so I really wanted to stay away from like a full beat foundation. So you guys are gonna probably really enjoy this one because I feel like it's more on the natural side. Today I think I'm gonna take it a little bit more cash and start off with our brows. And you guys know that's a big deal because I don't really do my brows on camera because I have a very like specific routine. But like I mentioned, this month I really kept it more on the natural side. So I'm just gonna quickly go in with my tweezers, which I have talked about a lot in my past few videos. These definitely are favorites of mine. Like the most satisfying thing. I like to just pluck my eyebrows when I'm just chilling. Okay, so now I'm gonna take one that I have been a big fan of, and it's very shocking because I did mention before that I wasn't a big fan of brow gels, but I finally like got a brow gel that worked for me. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. Also, I feel like me doing my entries for the Benefit Brow Search really kind of helped me like try new products. But what I do is, especially for natural days, I just go in with this and I fill in the areas that may look sparse. Then at the front, I just kind of go in very, very lightly with whatever's left so that it doesn't give me a lot of harshness. So now we have this brow complete, and it's looking good. Like, do you see how natural it looks, but it still gives you that like nice warmth that we need to kind of make it look like we did something to it, but it still looks very much like your eyebrow. But also excuse this little pimple. So now we're gonna go ahead with our eyeshadows, and for shadows today, I'm gonna be talking about the Jalisco palette. This is by Araceli Beauty, and I've been a huge fan of this palette. It's so practical, and it has like the everyday colors that we could possibly need. And I love the fact that it's Latina owned, of course, and the names are just so cute, like horchata, sombrero, tequila, amor, corazon, café. It's perfection. So I really recommend checking this out, especially if you want to support a Latina-owned brand. These are amazing. So today I'm going to just stick to very light and also kind of concealing this pink that we still have on. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette, but that pink legit stains. Like, that stuff is not going to come off easily. So I'm going to start off with the color Sombrero right here. That's the color that I always like to start off with. I feel like it's just so perfect and very beautiful for every day. Then I'm going to be taking the shade Tequila, which is this beautiful shimmer, and I'm going to be packing that all over our lid. Look how beautiful that is. Like, it's legit stunning. And this, we're literally just going to take it all over. You know what would be so beautiful? If they come out with a colorful palette. I feel like that would represent so beautifully. I'm sure they will, but I just thought about that. I'm like, oh my God, I can only imagine. Okay, so I'm going to be just blending that away. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my current favorite eyeliner. This is by Benefit, the roller liner, and I'm just gonna be doing a line on the lid. It's gonna be very nice and simple just because we are gonna be going in with a lash. I wanna make sure that it's as like small as possible, and I'm not doing a wing, it's nothing intense. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the Araceli Ojos Gel Pencil Eyeliner, and I'm going to be tight lining in here because I don't want you guys to see my skin when I wear the lash. So I've been trying this new lash glue. It's by House of Lashes. It's not new, but it's new to me. It's their dark tone. I've tried their clear tone before, and it just did not work out with my lashes. People rave about how like amazing this is and how it like makes your lashes stick into place. I think it's all right. I still like my dual lash glue better. The reason that I'm using it is because I bought it and I just want to use it up so that I can start using the one that I like. But I do appreciate the fact that I don't need to like go in and use something else to apply it. It has like the brush to like quickly apply it. It also smells really nice, but I always stick to the dark tone, and right now we're applying our Araceli lashes, also by Araceli Beauty, the brand of the shadow and the liner. We're going to be using these Leti lashes, and they're so beautiful. I really like them because I feel like they look like really natural hairs. Like they look like I put on a lot of mascara and I have really long lashes. I'm really excited to try some of their other lashes. I think they have one called Chewy, and then one called, I can't remember, but I want to try both of them. You can see they just like, I don't know what it is, but I really love them. Natural brow fat. I feel like they really give me that natural like hair eyelash effect that I just live for. And once we have our lash on, we're gonna go back in with another brow product. This is the Benefit High Brow. It's a highlighting and lift brow product. So instead of me going in with my Painterly Paint Pot, I go ahead and just do this very lightly. It's so creamy. Like that. And then I'm going to be taking my brush and it like instantly gives it like a little brow lift. Like it really looks so bomb. So that is pretty much the eye complete. I really love this concept. When I'm doing a little bit more of a natural glam, this has been my go-to. And the cool thing about this is that the eyes are a little bit more of the statement for this look that I've been into lately, and then the skin is more so my natural skin. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this eye so we can look a little bit more presentable, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my favorites for the face. Okay, so I put on my cat ears because my hair was looking crazy. Like these hairs were just like everywhere. But I finished both eyes, and now we can move on to our skin. So the first product that I want to talk about that I have been really enjoying just for skin, whether it's when I'm wearing a very natural makeup look, no makeup, or even a full face, I've really been loving the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. It does a good job of giving you a nice soft matte finish. This isn't extreme matte, so if you're looking for something that's gonna extreme matte your face, you're not gonna like this. But this is definitely something that gives you like a subtle, just soft touch of matte, like a velvety consistency. It also does a really great job of minimizing the pores. Now that I let the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream sink into the skin and the spray by Farsali, and I kind of got some hydration out of my cheeks, I can move on to this primer. Also, I really like it because, like I mentioned, I've had a lot of flare-ups this month, so I don't want to put too many harsh ingredients on my skin. So I've kind of been staying away from certain products that I tend to use a lot because they're just a little bit more heavy on the face. So I feel like this is just perfect because First Aid Beauty works so well with sensitive skin types. So I'm just taking it in the back of my hand. I do have a review on this, so you guys can go ahead and watch it. I will have in my description box. But what I like to do is really target in this area right here, because that's where I have enlarged pores, and just kind of like dry the leftover onto the rest of the cheek. Because it's not an extreme matte primer, I don't have to worry about it drying the dry patches that I have right there, but I definitely do want to cover up the pores that get enlarged, which tend to be right here. I would say this primer is more suited for like your everyday. So if you're looking for a good everyday matte primer, this will be great. And we're gonna move on to this little guy. So this month there hasn't been a foundation that completely I was obsessed with. I think it also had to do with the fact that when you have flare-ups, it creates a lot of texture on your skin. So you putting on foundation just doesn't sit pretty on the skin. It just looks very texturized. So I really appreciated the Marc Jacobs concealer and touch-up stick, because with this I was able to really kind of conceal the areas that I felt needed some concealing, and then on the areas where I didn't need anything, I could just leave it bare, and I still got a very pretty skin-like effect. I'm wearing this in the shade 39 medium, and what I like to do is I like to go in where I have darkness on my under eye, and then I take a sponge and I just blend. I kind of blend the concealer into my redness, but I don't completely cover up the redness. I want to let the redness still peek through, because in a way it kind of gives it the illusion that I have blush on this area. I'm using a little bit of my setting powder because of course I crease a lot, so I need to go ahead and set. So I'm just going to be taking that right there, like that. And then I'm just gonna conceal any other little areas. So I definitely want to go in on the nose, because the nose is producing some redness that I'm not the biggest fan of. And just gently blend that out. Really go all over the nose. And I like this concealer touch-up stick because I feel like it still gives you a skin-like finish. It doesn't look super heavy or like, oh, she's wearing a lot of concealer type of thing. I feel like it still gives it that, oh, this is my skin. I also like the concept of it because I feel like you can really spot conceal certain areas, as opposed to with a concealer with like a doe foot applicator, you kind of are tempted to just go on the under eyes. I feel like this one is really practical. You throw it in your purse, you whip it out when you need it, and you're good to go. And you can see how it makes a big difference, and it kind of makes the skin look way more evened out. Even though we do have that rosacea, we can still go back in with a little bit of blush and almost make it look like it was just our blush. We're gonna go in on this under eye. Wait, let me go ahead and dust the powder away so you guys can see the difference. So you guys can definitely see the difference between doing a little bit of concealer and some touch up to not having anything at all. I feel like it immediately makes you look like you do have foundation on the skin. So it's really nice when I can just go ahead and conceal with this Marc Jacobs touch up stick, and my face, that like the main part where I have the rosacea, still feels like it can. This is like a dream. And I really recommend you checking this out. Sephora sale, you should definitely pick it up. I know it's a little bit more on the pricey side. I think it's like $32, $34. But I think that it's worth the splurge. Especially if you're somebody that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup. I think you'll like this just for every day. Okay, so we are gonna go a little bit down here because I do have some redness, like right here. And right there, right there. I think that's pretty much it. Because clearly the whole purpose of this is to only conceal certain areas. You obviously don't want to go in and like cover up the full face. You might as well use a foundation and you're just gonna waste so much product. But I think that for little areas where you kind of want to conceal, this is like the shiz. You can still see some of the redness, but we're about to go in there. So the next products that I want to talk about are these. These have been my life lately. They are the mini cheek palettes by Benefit. One is the mini pink palette and one is the mini bronze palette. We're going to be using both of these. I did mention these in my Sephora VIB sale recommendations video. I think they are so worth the buy. You get 3 nice face products that are just great. They're staples, and there's also 1 new highlighter in each little palette. They also smell fantastic, and there comes a little mirror in here that you're able to use on the go with. So we're gonna start off with the mini pink palette. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of California, but after buying this palette, I've become a really big fan of Dandelion. I like this color because I feel like it's more neutral and soft and very natural looking. It really complements my cheeks and the color of my rosacea nicely without it being like too intense. So I'm gonna be just taking my brush and applying it to kind of complement the redness of the rosacea. It's what I've been doing a lot lately. And it just kind of gives it a good touch. So for Dandelion, the blush that we just used, you get 0.12 ounces. And then for California and Tickle, which is the other blush and the highlight, you get 0.08 ounces. So they're not that big, but I think these last you a good amount of time because you're not gonna be like using the shiz out of them every single day. And also the cool thing is that these are inexpensive. So that's always a plus. I wanna say they range for like $24. So that's a pretty good deal. And then I'm gonna be taking this one, which is the bronze palette. And in here you get your traditional Hoola, you get Gold Rush, and you get Cookie, which is a very raved about highlight. I really like Cookie, but I also really like Tickle because I feel like Tickle, the highlighter in here, really complements people that have medium to tan to deeper complexion. I know it looks pink in here, but it transfers to this really pretty gold. So that's something that I was like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I went in with, this is a really pretty, like, I want to say like highlighted blush topper. And do you see, like, it just gives you this pretty glow. And the whole like concept of today's makeup and the makeup that I've been loving this month, it's kind of more of a glowy effect, more of a springtime transitioning into summertime glow. Less is more, and really pretty glowy skin. So that's what I've been really into for that. And I am gonna be using a little bit of my Hoola bronzer. And I'm gonna be using it with my favorite bronzing brush, which is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 8 brush. This is one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna be applying it all over down here. Even though we don't have like a lot of face makeup on, we still want to give our face some of that pretty bronziness. And I just love the fact that these little palettes can really do it all for us, because who doesn't love that? Oh, I forgot to mention about these little touch-up sticks. You can even get one that's much darker and use it to like contour, bronze up, all of that stuff. So these are just really convenient for that. I may actually do that during the Sephora sale, is get one for contouring, because I feel like that would be really nice. Because I feel like the one that I'm using now just matches my skin perfectly. So obviously I can't use it to contour. Now I'm going to be taking my highlighting brush. I'm going to go back in with the Farsali Rose Gold Mist. I'm going to make sure I really give this a good shake so that when I put on my glow, it's like bam. So I'm actually going to be using the color Tickle today. You guys know what Cookie looks like. I feel like so many people have tried that, but I'm going to be using Tickle, and you guys are about to see what I'm talking about. It just gives you this pretty, like, do you see? Like, it's like the perfect gold. It's stunning. And then you can even go in your inner tear duct and add a little bit of that Tickle. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. If I can find my little brush. Also gonna spray this. I feel like using the spray to kind of like intensify any pretty shimmers really does the trick and makes it that much more intense. So I'm gonna be taking that. Just gonna be popping it right in the center, and then bam. Like, it gives you the prettiest glow. Doesn't look beautiful? It legit looks pink in the pan, and then you swatch it or put it on your face and it's like this beautiful gold. Okay, so now for lipstick, we're gonna be keeping it super simple. I've been so into glosses these past few months and just more of a moisturizing lip, but it wouldn't be my April favorites if I didn't talk about. So this one is the Fenty Glow. This is the first one that ever came out by Fenty Beauty, and I literally have been using this non-stop every single day. Even when I'm wearing no makeup at all, this is what I wear. I need to get a new one because like we're running low. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this all over. And it's perfect because It goes great with the look and it doesn't take away. And of course, I do like to go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna be setting it with my favorite setting spray at the moment. This is by Seriously Fab. It's the Zinc It Over. It has 25 SPF and it is free of all those nasty chemical ingredients. But not only that, but this actually is a good setting spray. It gives me such a beautiful finish and it makes my makeup last. But I just had to mention this again this month because I've been seriously obsessed with this so much. And it like never has irritated my skin. It's just like a breath of fresh air on my makeup and it just makes everything like just flow perfectly in together. I do have a discount code with them. It is TMB10 and you can save yourself 10% off. I will have the discount code down below so you guys can check it out, but I seriously am a huge fan of this setting spray and believer of it. And with rosacea, you do need the sunscreen. I've tried so many sunscreens that have way more SPF and they legit cause me to break out in hives and it just isn't a good look. So this has worked so well for me that I will stick to this. This concludes my April favorites. I'm so happy that you guys were able to join me as I got ready using my favorites of this month and putting them to the test. I literally love these so much. I feel like this month I really wanted to focus a lot on my natural skin because it has been doing good, but it also has had flare-ups. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like up and down, but I still wanted my skin to be able to breathe even with the makeup. So we kept the skin light, but we definitely kept the eye makeup a little bit more fierce because we had room to kind of pick and choose where we wanted to, you know, put more of a focus on. So I really hope that you guys did enjoy watching this favorites video and perhaps want to check out some of my favorites because every month the favorites that I choose are products that I really, really stand by and I truly believe in. So I hope you guys check these out. I will have all of them in my description box down below so that you guys don't miss any of that information. And also please feel free to share your favorites with me because I love finding new gems for the following months. And you guys know I live for trying new makeup. So it would be amazing if you guys shared your products with me because I shared mine with you, so why not? And also please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already and become a member of family here on YouTube because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos. Also, we're getting closer and closer to 30K. With that, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you never miss a brand new video and you see it as soon as it comes out. And that being said, I love you guys so much and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.